ณะทรงเริ่มต้นการเสด็จประพาสยุโรปในอีกหลายเดือนนับจากนั้น
สวัสดีค่ะคุณผู้ชมคะในที่สุดสมเด็จพระพุทธเจ้าหลวงก็ทรงเสด็จประพาสถึงยุโรปนะคะและประเทศอิตาลีค่ะก็เป็นที่แรกที่พระองค์ทรงแวะพักนะคะและวันนี้ค่ะรายการของเราได้รับเกียรติจากเอกอัครราชทูตอิตาลีประจำประเทศไทยนะคะพระนาท่านอินักซิโอดิพาเชอร์นะคะมาร่วมแลกเปลี่ยนกับเราถึงความสัมพันธ์ระหว่างไทยกับอิตาลีด้วยค่ะสวัสดีค่ะ Welcome to our program.
Good morning. Pleasure being here.
คำถามแรกที่ดิฉันคงจะถามท่านทูตก็คงจะเป็นเรื่องของความสัมพันธ์ระหว่างไทยกับอิตาลีซึ่งยาวนานมา140 ปีนะคะแล้วก็ต้องถือว่าเป็นความสัมพันธ์ที่ราบรื่นเป็นความสัมพันธ์ที่ออกมาเชิงสันติตลอดเวลานั้นนะคะ My first question would be the relationship between Thailand and Italy. We just celebrated our 140th years of relation and it has been a peaceful relationship.Why so?
Yes, well, we do not have any reason to quarrel. As a matter of fact, we have many reasons to befriend and to have a good cooperation. Now we have very intense relations in many fields, economic, cultural, and so on. These are relations which reflect the importance that Italy and Thailand have gained today in the world. But of course at the beginning it was a little bit different. 140 years ago distances were bigger than they are today and so we had the relations but they were not so intense.
Italy wasn't that well known of colonizing other country since
No,
long time ago. So
we do not have an history of colonization, you know, just we followed a little bit the fashion at the time. The European countries, you know, just had this idea of colonizing other countries supposedly to bring civilization. We did it a little bit, but not so much,
Besides the location of Italy that is the nearest port, one of the nearest port to Asia, is there any other reason that you think that King Rama V had his first stop in Italy?
But why he had this first stop in Italy, I don't know, probably it was a geographical reason, as you mentioned, because Italy is the first place that you meet. No, I think that what King Rama the Fifth was trying to achieve was to establish good relations with the ruling European families, and Italy was one.
And during that time, we still have monarchy.
Yes, yes, of course. We had the monarchy until the end of Second World War. Yes. You mentioned before the problem of colonization. And at the time, you know, just there was for the countries which were outside Europe, there was this strong possibility of being colonized.
Right.
So I think that what King Rama V understood is that if he wanted to avoid this danger, he had to show to the world that Thailand was able to modernize itself without any need of foreign support. And this is why he went to Europe. It was not only for fun and for tourism, but also to at least this is what I understand, you know, but also to see what he could take from Europe, imported here in Thailand, to modernize Thailand, while maintaining the traditional values of the Siamese civilization. And this is what he did, importing from every country of Europe different things. From Italy, he imported art and architecture. He liked very much the Italian architecture, the Italian art, and he invited here many artists, painters, and so on, who, as you know, you can say, you know, just have left here in Thailand very beautiful work of arts. And this is the first important achievement of our bilateral relations, which we still remember today.
Yes, and yes, we are influenced by Italian, or maybe we are Thai people. We enjoy Italian art, architecture, and you can still see lots of things in Thailand, especially in Bangkok. That was influenced by or were built by Italian, and some artists. We just recently we had the exhibition by the Italian artists.
Yes.
Galileo Chini.
Chini, yes, yes. This is a very nice story, very interesting story. That when during his second visit to Italy, King Chulalongkorn saw the works of Chini, and he decided that this was the man who had to paint the Anantasakam throne hall. And he invited him here. And you all know how beautiful this work is, and this has been a dream for some years for us, just to organize here in Thailand today, just almost 100 years after what happened, an exhibition of the works of Galileo Chini, this very famous Italian painter. And this happened last month at the Central Chidlam. And I was very pleased to see the big success, the great success that this exhibition had, because this means that the Thai people has understood and has appreciated, just the enormous value, not only from the cultural viewpoint, but also from the sentimental viewpoint, just of having the works of this painter here in Bangkok again after 100 years.
Think about 100 years ago. Was it hard to invite famous artists like Mr. Chini from Italy to work in Siam at that time?
I don't know. You should ask Mr. Chini if he were still here. What I know, this was interesting that King Chulalongkorn gave an order, a very precise order to his collaborators, saying, this is the man, just I want him, do whatever is necessary to invite him. I know that Chini was offered a very nice contract in financial terms for the time. Today would be nothing, but for the time, just he was a lot of money. And I have the impression that he had a beautiful time here, just that Thailand has always been very hospitable and very pleasant.
Do you satisfy with our relationship between the two countries, or in what area would you like to see it more strengthened?
No, we're certainly satisfied. We're certainly satisfied because this is a relation which is growing very much, and as I said before, in different areas. Just economic, cultural, and so on. In general, the relation, the people-to-people contacts, just are growing. Of course, that we can do much more, because there are a lot of complementarities between our two countries, a lot of similarities which are there to be exploited. So I'm sure that we can do more. We will try our best. Just we are here to help this process. During the period that I've been so lucky as to being here, just now almost 3 years, I have seen many progress. And I'm sure, just we will have more in the future.
My last question is, what would you like to tell the Thai audience about King Rama V's visit to Italy?
Well, what I can say is that certainly it was the first important achievement of our bilateral relations. Important achievement because first it established relations between the two royal families, and then because it opened the way to this very important follow-up, which was the migration of this wave of artists, of Italian artists to Bangkok. So this is something for which I'm very pleased. And the second thing is, of course, just is not up to me to express judgment or valuations, just on Thai kings. Just this is not my job. But for what I can see, just the King Chulalongkorn was a wise person. He was a very wise person.
Okay, thank you very much, His Excellency, to be with us today. Thank you and ขอบคุณค่ะ
ขอบคุณครับ Thank you.
คุณผู้ชมคะเวลาวันนี้หมดลงเพียงเท่านี้นะคะการเสด็จประพาสยุโรปที่ประเทศอิตาลีนั้นยังมีต่อค่ะแล้วก็คงจะได้ติดตามรับชมกันต่อไปค่ะสวัสดีค่ะ